So this video is just to explain what's on the screen for your notes. So momentum, as early in the first video, I talked about it being an energy shift based on watching sports, and you see how things just go in the favor of another team. Well, in the physical sense, momentum is defined as mass in motion. An object with a mass is moving. Okay. And in the lab, you've seen that we calculated momentum by multiplying the mass times its velocity. Okay. So symbols with the formulas. P stands for momentum. I know it doesn't really make sense when we see from last semester the way that we identify the objects. We always use the first letter of the word. So M mass, V velocity, A acceleration, F force. Well, M is already being used for mass, so we have P for momentum. The units is just what we're doing to solve for momentum. We are multiplying. So the units of momentum is kg times m slash s. That is your mass times your velocity units. And as you see, momentum is a vector. Vector means we have to include direction when we're talking about the subjects. Okay. Mass is still in kilograms. Velocity is still meters per second. That's our standard units, but you may see velocity with meters per hour, centimeters per second. That's okay, right? Also, it states that momentum is directly affected by the changes in mass or velocity. So, whatever happens to the mass, the momentum is going to have that same change as well. You have a picture with the graph that describes it, and then it also has a description for you. Okay, so now let's get into the calculations of momentum. We won't always solve for momentum, which is P, just like other problems that we have seen last semester. We always have to solve for something that's in the formula. Okay, so in this case, you may not always solve for momentum. You may have to solve for mass when they give you momentum and velocity. So that's the purple section here. It's the problem. I have the information bolded for you so you can just focus on what the problem is giving you. And then the next line is saying based on the triangle. So if you look at the formula triangle, and the triangle method you guys may have seen before. If this is your first time, I will also explain it. So looking at the purple section for mass, if I want to solve for mass and they give me momentum and velocity, what you can do on your computer screen is just cover up the letter M. And what do you have left over? You have P, a line, and velocity. That's division. Momentum divided by velocity. That's how we will solve for mass when we have those two pieces of information. Same process if you're looking for velocity, which is in green, momentum over mass. Okay, so the next section in this module will be you guys practicing how to solve for momentum, mass, or velocity. Use this triangle to make the time you spend on these problems more easier. Okay, so use the triangle. You have three questions in the next section, and then you will see the next set of notes that talks about calculating total momentum.